This is the story about how I became a full-time artist. About 2 years ago, I was working at a bar and I was, for the most part, happy, or content is a better word for it. 3 years in, I was reminded that at a job, you are still a cog and you're replaceable. I was fired from said job. I moved a lot since I've lived in Los Angeles. I've been out here for 8 years, and it has been more and more expensive and more difficult to do so as the time progresses on. That being said, I was living with some amazing roommates. That support system helped me get through a few hard times, but I was still looking for another bar job. I had said previously before that this would be the last normal job I ever worked in my life. I was going to retire my cape of working civilian jobs, or survival jobs, I should really say. It's so, because it was done in a manner that I wasn't prepared, I was continuing to look for work. It was pretty rough. It was about a year of constant rejection, which I was used to since I'm an actor primarily out here. But it was rejection that I wasn't used to because it was for jobs that I didn't even want. So, I was in my late 20s looking for another bar job that, again, would probably put me in a position where I could be replaceable. And eventually I got one. It was at a place that I won't name right now, just in case. But my friend helped me get the opportunity for it, and I interviewed for said job about 4 times. 2 times in, I was gonna just call it quits, but in my brain, I still needed a consistent source of income. Amongst this time of looking for a job, it was the first time ever that I was really reliant on social media and my photography, and really reliant on my acting bookings. It was a pretty dry year for everything, but I was able to book 1 or 2 things a month, which made me feel really happy and really fulfilled. And anytime I did book something, I put my best foot forward for it. This is the first year that I started really throwing myself into securing retainers and brand deals as an influencer, as a photographer, and as a videographer. And so I started really understanding that diversifying my skill sets and my abilities that I had learned over the years started really coming to the forefront of ways that I could sustain myself in my career as an actor, especially during those dry spells. So I did get the job. Long story short, I hated it. I hated every second. I hated walking in there. I hated getting ready for work. And mind you, this was a corporate bartending job. Within 3 months, I would have been able to join a union, been protected, not get fired. Is everything on paper a person as a bartender in Los Angeles would want. It was walking distance from my house, like the next block over, if less than that. And it was a beautiful location as well, but I hated it. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy that I lost the job I actually liked. It was a new set of rules, so I couldn't really run the bar the way I liked it, and there was no freedom. I had to go back to wearing a uniform. It was everything that was soul-sucking, and all the reasons that I remember why I quit working at In-N-Out, which is my first job ever. But I hated it in a way that was kind of freeing. Usually people hate a job and they feel like they're stuck in it because they need it, or that they have to prove something to somebody to support them. But I was a young man. I don't have any kids. I'm not married, and I'm out here to pursue one thing and one thing only. And so that pursuit was really fighting back towards the survivability. And it really helped too that my mom was really supportive of the fact that I didn't like this job. And I think I started figuring out a way how I can sustain myself month to month with my bookings, my own bookings, through my own production agency, and my own influencer lifestyle, and my acting. And so I was gonna quit. My mom said hold out to get myself fired, so hopefully I can get unemployment. Long story short, I did get fired for a reason that was actually not why I should have gotten fired. I was still doing my job and everything, but that's neither here nor there. I was actually very thankful. I walked in, they're like, Dirk, let's talk. I was like, am I finally getting fired? They were really surprised, but it was kind of freeing. And that was February 13th of 2020. And it's officially been a year since I haven't worked a normal job, quote unquote. Speaking on diversifying and social media, I'm still offered private events every once in a while for bartending that pay way more than working at a corporate job or a regular bar, because of the following I've garnered on Instagram primarily. And now I do have a secondary YouTube account that's an ASMR channel that is also monetized quicker than this one, weirdly. I'm also monetized on Facebook. I am monetized directly through Instagram. I have been able to secure a number of retainers and brand deals, and then I've been able to sustain myself through booking a music video or two a month. I shoot, edit, light, pretty much everything solo by myself. I'm getting to the place where I can hopefully afford to pay an assistant and a crew and a team. I'm able to also shoot UGC campaigns for brands. Also, on the flip side of the influencing thing, I'm able to get retainers on the photography side of things on the back end. And I've been able to position myself in a way, both mentally and physically, to where I can be that useful person, that tool that can fix a problem for somebody. And in my own self, I'm able to realize that there's also always consistent work for me because I've been able to put myself in that position. I think the scariest thing was putting myself out there completely with no safety net. I'm pretty outgoing, but being able to trust the process because of all the hard work I put in prior, that's the safety net. Myself, I'm the safety net. The amount of practice and work and practice and work and blood, sweat, and tears and money I've put into my own projects creatively as a filmmaker and as a photographer are translating into commercial work and consistent work for other artists. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and, I don't know, speak to you guys because I haven't made a YouTube video in a while. And, this was something real to me without any of the bells and whistles. Not selling you anything. Luck is preparation meets opportunity. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but learn new skills, diversify your assets. You never know how replaceable you are. So make yourself indispensable. Yeah. Anyway, get out there, get shooting. Hope you guys are having an amazing life and an amazing journey through your artistic career. All right, thanks.